After being convicted of a crime, have you ever wondered if owning or carrying a firearm would be possible again? What types of convictions would prevent someone from exercising their God-given Second Amendment right? And what does the process look like for restoring those rights? Hello everyone, my name is Joseph Radzwion IV, your trusted attorney with Radzwion Law, PLLC, and today this post will cover what the law and how the court views the term successful completion of probation and how that factors in to your firearms rights restoration process. So stay tuned. If you would like a quick tips cheat sheet on the firearms restoration rights process here in the state of Michigan, head on over to our website, radzwionlaw.com, and on the home page, if you scroll to the bottom, if you enter your name, your email address, and in the description box, type in gun cheat sheet and click the submit button, I will personally email you a cheat sheet to the firearms restoration rights process here in the state of Michigan. Under Michigan law, a citizen who wishes to have their firearm rights restored will have to have had successfully completed probation. In previous posts, we looked at non-specified felonies and specified felonies and what the process looks like within the court system to restore your rights. One of the steps in that process that the court will look at is this successful completion of probation. Now, the court has also defined what that means. The word successful completion may mean different things to different people, and to some it might mean that probation, successfully completing probation meant I didn't have to go back to jail, or it might mean that I never missed a single court date. However, the only meaning that is relevant to this process is how the court defines successful completion of probation. And under Michigan case law, People v. Sessions, a court case from 2006, probation or parole is deemed to have been completed when a citizen complies with the terms and the conditions of that probation. In other words, if the judge has ordered 100 hours of community service, a citizen should expect to complete 100 hours of community service, not 99 hours of community service. This way, the probation department, or whoever's in charge of keeping track of those community hours, can sign off and certify that a citizen has completed those community service hours and thus fulfilling that term of probation. Now, under Michigan case law, even if probation has been closed out, this doesn't mean automatically that probation was successfully completed. And this comes from People v. Park Mallory in 2019. In other words, if during probation a citizen violates a term by missing a court date, having a bench warrant out for an arrest, or even failing to pay a court fine, the court may view the citizen as not having complied with a term of probation, and thus not having completed probation successfully. This may have an impact on the way the firearm rights restoration process is able to move forward in the court system. But if you are looking to prepare and determine if you have successfully completed probation, there are some key documents you will want to obtain to review and even sit down with an attorney or do a consult and get their opinion as to whether these terms and conditions were successfully completed while you were on probation. These documents include any sort of documentation that the court can give you showing that you attended all your court hearings, that you paid all your court fines, that you paid off even victims' rights fees. A lot of people forget about that. And any other sort of fee that the court may impose during sentencing, or throughout the court process. The second document that you will want to obtain is a document showing that you have completed all of your imprisonment time and what the discharge terms were from that imprisonment. The third document that you will want to obtain is a document showing that the terms and conditions of probation or parole were complied with, that essentially that they were successfully completed, and not just showing that your case was simply closed out and the matter was moved up to the court. You may want to contact the probation department in order to obtain that documentation. Now, the final step, and I realize that not everyone will have to go through this, but it may be advisable to contact a trusted attorney to have a consult and get their opinion as to what they think what your probation, if your terms and conditions were successfully complied with, as we talked about with the Michigan case law here in the state of Michigan. And don't sweat it. If you cannot obtain the documentation that we're talking about, the attorney should have avenues and being able to obtain that documentation for you. Now, if you would like to consult Radzwion Law PLLC or retain Radzwion Law PLLC as your trusted attorney, please do not hesitate to contact us. We are here to help you when you need it most, and we will fight for your freedom. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please leave us a comment below. It helps us get this information out there. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.